Karnataka is blessed with treks. If I compare it to other states of India, it's truly blessed. We have regions like Coorg, we have regions like Chikmagalur, where there are so many beautiful treks to do. But there's one problem, I'm sure you would have faced it, I have faced it, and that's about permits. For most of these popular treks, the permits sell out in seconds, and then there are these unforeseen situations where permits are called off, and even if you have reached the trek, you can't do it. These are problems we have been facing on and off over the last 1 or 2 years. So that's why at Indiahikes we thought that we needed to document and explore beautiful treks which still don't have the permit systems installed on them. And in our find, we actually ended up on a gem that we found in Coorg. That's the Patlabetta Merankote Trek, and that's the trek I'm going to talk to you about. It's a twin trek. We are talking about two hills, and there are many ways to do this trek. You can do hill 1, you can do hill 2, you can do a traverse from one hill to the other. And the best part is you need no permits to go and do these treks. So that's what this video is going to be about. Let's get started. This is a trek in Coorg that we are talking about. While Coorg is a well-known region, most of you would not have heard of these treks. We are calling it the Merankote Patlabetta Trek. And why we have named the trek that way, I'll be talking all about it. But let me first run you through what I'm going to cover in this video. The first thing, I'll be talking to you about the Merankote Patlabetta Trek, what it offers, how long is it difficult, how to go about doing the trek on your own. Second would be how do you reach these treks, how you reach the base, who are the local people to talk to, how do you find local support. And third is what is an approx amount that you would spend in trying to do this trek on your own. With these, I think you'll be reasonably well prepared to plan the Merankote Patlabetta trek and experience it this monsoon. Let's start with our first point, which is talking about the Merankote Patlabetta trek in Coorg. Now, Coorg is a well-known destination for trekking, but it has kind of been limited to 2-3 treks that we know in the region. Now, Merankote Patlabetta is a very refreshing trek out of all those lists, a place where people have not explored a lot. It starts from this very beautiful waterfalls. You have heard about the Malali waterfalls. So these are hills surrounding the Malali waterfalls, and you start your trek right off a road head. So it's not like a complex place to get to. But these are two different hills I'm talking about. One is your Merankote and the other is your Patlabetta. So how it's traditionally done is there is a trail that goes up to the Merankote hill. Merankote is a ridge. So you climb through Shola forest, then you have open grasslands, then you hit a ridge, and it's a windy ridge. You're walking on the ridge and then you hit the top. On the other hand, we have Patlabetta, which is like a sharp hillock. So it's done from the other side where there's a Patlabetta parking spot. You park your vehicle there, climb up the hill, a 2-kilometer climb, and you get to the top of that hill. It offers beautiful 360-degree views of the region. So that's how people know it. But what lies in between is what makes this trek special. There's actually a ridge from Merankote that runs all the way down into a forest and then climbs into Patlabetta. So that is what makes this Merankote to Patlabetta Traverse possible, and that's the trek we are going to talk about. The trek starts like how you would start the Merankote trek, right off the roadhead, beautiful Shola forests, grasslands, the Merankote ridge. Usually you would return from there, but if you are doing the traverse, you actually keep going on that ridge. It's a beautiful ridge with a grassland, and it descends Shola forests, scrublands. No trails here, you would have to follow the GPX file in details, and then you would suddenly emerge into big grasslands from where you would see the Patlabetta trek rise right out of it. And you approach it, there are dense forests there as well, no trail, climb through the forest, and then you will finally see your Patlabetta peak rising in front of you. Hit the peak and you have come completely on the opposite direction from where most trekkers would come. Once you reach the top, you will see 360-degree views of the region. You would see the Malali waterfalls, the Kumara Parvata, you would see Kote Betta, and then you would see the actual trail which people use to come to Patlabetta, descend from that side, Patlabetta parking point, and you have arrived at another roadhead again. So this is total of 8.8 to 9 kilometers of trekking, and it's a beautiful trek where you would find no other trekkers. And if you are not confident of being able to navigate this patch on your own, there's this beautiful option of just doing Merankote from one side and then Patlabetta from the other, which are also beautiful treks on their own rights. Now the Patlabetta Merankote trek is not a trek that's on many trekkers lists, and it's not many people know about it. So if you want to do this trek, you would need to know whom to reach out to or who are the people who can help you with the kind of support you need to do it on your own. But fortunately, it's not that hard as well, because we have this homestay called the Nitin's Karnika homestay, which is in this small village in called Kumaralli. All you need to do is you need to reach Nitin at his homestay in Kumaralli, and he's a person who knows the place like the back of his hand, and he'll be able to help you with this Patlabetta Merankote trek. How do you reach Kumaralli? That's also pretty easy. you need to take a bus to the nearest bus stop, which is Somwarpet. Many overnight buses running every day from Bangalore, so take one of those, reach Somwarpet. From Somwarpet, you can just take an auto to Kumaralli. All of them would know Kanika Homestay, you just need to tell them. And in case you don't want that uncertainty, you can even tell Nitin to arrange a pickup for you from the Somwarpet bus stand. That will also work. Once you have reached Kanika Homestay, you need not worry about anything. They'll arrange breakfast for you, packed lunch, they'll give you a guide and help you with everything that you need to do this Patlabetta Merankote trek. The last thing I want to talk to you about is the approx amount of money you can expect to spend to do this trek on your own. Even though it does not require permits where you pay the government a certain amount of money to do the trek, there are allied costs and I'll try to break it down for you. The first cost is reaching Somwarpet. So depending on the kind of bus you want to take, you would spend around 500 to 1000 rupees there. For reaching Nitin's homestay from your bus stand, you would spend another 500-600 rupees, which you can divide between 4 or 5 team members based on whether you are taking an auto or a van. It would be around 100 rupees per head. At Nitin's homestay, you will be taking breakfast, you will be taking packed lunch because it's a long trek. And then if you want to do a night stay as well, it will cost you something around 800 to 1000 rupees. And then the same amount of money for your return all the way to Bangalore. So if I club all of this together, you would spend something around 3500 to 4000 rupees to do this trek Bangalore to Bangalore, which is almost at par with any other trek that you can plan in Coorg or in Chikmagalur. So it's not that far off. But yet it will be an experience like no other because this is a trek no one is on. This is a route no one knows well and you would probably be the only people on the trail. So my suggestion is this monsoon, if you get a chance, go to this Kumaralli homestay and experience the Patlabetta Merankote Traverse. Whatever we have covered in this video, we have also documented in great details in our documented treks library. So you can just head on to the documentation and get all the information you need, starting from what the treks are, how long they are, what are the difficult sections, who to reach out to, how to reach base, and of course an offline GPX file for you to navigate this safely. A word of caution here, this is a offbeat trek, there are no well-marked trails, so you need to actually use our GPX files to be able to do the trek safely. That's all out there for you to use and for free. I hope you make the most use of it and actually go experience this beautiful trek in Coorg. That's all from me today. This is Upan from Indiahikes.